Hello and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars video, and I do believe this is only my second ever army video on the channel, and today I'm going to bring you my first annual clone army. As you know, my channel is fairly clone centric, and I thought I might as well bring every single one that I currently own together and show them off to you all at once. I've decided to deduct any certain characters like the Senate Commando because they're not technically clones, same as Old Republic troopers, not technically clones, so technically not involved. I could, I guess, put like Boba Fett in here because he's technically a clone, but you know what I mean when I say clone army. This comprises of both custom and official, as well as like purest custom figures. So those would be like custom figures made from purest parts. I've selected it so most of my phase 1 are over here, most of my phase 2 are over here, and then most of my custom stuff's in the middle, but it's all over the place really. So we'll start with phase 1 and move around, why don't we? So starting with my phase 1, I have the two most important, I guess, captains and commanders of the clone army, being Commando Cody and Captain Rex. My Commando Cody is one of those, like, mainly my official LEGO custom figures. A full video to him is in my custom minifigures playlist, although it's fairly obvious what you need to do to him to change him. My Rex is the full official one though. Behind him is 19 animated phase 1 clones. I really love these clones. I probably prefer the animated style over the realistic, and if we jump over purely just because I'm not a huge fan of that line just over the visors, even if it is accurate, I just don't really like the look, so I do prefer the animated style. Behind them I have 11 phase 1 ARF clone troopers from the 2010 Clone Trooper Battle Pack. I really love these guys. I love their helmet design. I probably do prefer these guys more just because you see them more, but these ones are really cool and I'd like to make a mock out of those someday, which I am planning to do some point down the line. Behind them is the 4 different types of ARCs. These are the 2012 ones, the Rancor Battalion ARC Troopers. Again, really like these guys. I probably might even prefer their helmet design a little bit more because you get that better top printing. And these guys will be seen obviously in my upcoming Camino mock, or my ongoing Camino mock even. Behind them we've got some more phase 1 guys. We have 2 Horn Company or Ethkoth troopers. Not too many of those. I'd like to get quite a lot of them, but you know, this is all I have at the minute. And then next to them is 2 phase 1 clone gunners. Behind them is 2 phase 1 clone pilots. And then next to them is, I guess these guys are technically phase 2, but I just put all the pilots together, you know, just for simplicity reasons. We have a Captain Jag from the ARC 170, and then a V-Wing pilot. Behind those are the most notoriously bad clone troopers, those being the Bomb Squad. I've got 5 of those. Although I did recently use them in a mock, which has done super well, so thank you guys so much for that. And then behind those are my 2 like purest custom clone like cadets, and I will be using these guys in Camino as well. And then behind those, I'm pretty sure this guy's a clone, although I don't know his specific like name. And I know that he uses a Stormtrooper helmet, but he is technically a clone, so I don't know with him, but thought as well, might as well throw him in just to neaten out that back corner. We'll do custom figures last, so we'll move over to phase 2. Here we have my 501st Legion, led by the oh-so rare Commander Rex. That is the official one from 2013. I was very lucky to get him back in 2013, and therefore didn't need to pay a ridiculous price for him. Behind him is, I believe, 13 of these phase 1, phase 2, even 501st clones from the also coveted 501st Clone Troopers Legion set, aka the 501st Battle Pack. As you can see, I have replaced all of their arms with blue. just because I prefer it that way. I like to, because I find it distincts them more to the regular phase ones as well as the animated phase ones. I personally do like the blue arms quite a lot, especially in like a mass quantity like this. I think they do look cool. And then I do also have one 501st animated clone from 2013, who I just put with these guys, even if he's not supposed to be there. There is also 4 501st Jet Trooper clones, and so you basically can tell that I bought 4 battle packs. These 2 came in other sets, and I'm pretty sure I bought one for a pretty good deal on Instagram, I think it was. I think I got one for like £4, which is pretty good. Moving on, behind them is my other miscellaneous phase 2 clones. I have 2 regular phase 2 clones, which are just pretty cool guys. I'd like to get quite a lot of those, so I'm hoping they come in a battle pack at some point. Those are the ones with the printed legs, so those are very nice. Next to them is the phase 2 clone gunner, another really cool minifigure. And then there is Commander Neo, or the 91st Scout Trooper, however you'd like to see it, but he's super cool as well. Behind them is my phase 2 41st. I have 16 of these guys, 8 of each individual variant. Obviously they're being led by the phase 2 Commando Grey. And then we've got the 8 regular troopers, and then 8 more Scout Troopers. So I'm very happy with how they've come out. And then at the back is my relatively small 212, phase 2 212. As you can see, I've got 4 of these airborne troopers hanging on at the back, although none of their helmets are positioned the right way, so that's annoying. And then in front of them is 3 phase 2 212 troopers from the Utbau Troopers battle pack. I know that I've got 4, I just don't have any clue where the last one is, so I replaced him with the animated style 212 that no one likes from the Unbound Cannon set. I still like him. I guess you could almost use him as a phase 2 327th, but whatever. He's technically the wrong colour. So moving back forward, we do have a couple more official figures. Like back here, we've got my only Geonosis clones, because I'm not a huge fan of them particularly. So I only ever bought one of those battle packs, so those are the 4 figures from that. Moving on is my custom phase 1 41st, being led by the official phase 1 Grey. There are 4 like dedicated 41st clones, which are basically just Grey helmets, regular clone torsos with dark green arms. I made a special video on how to make those on my how to buy cheap Lego Star Wars clones video, so check there if you want to see specifically how that's done, but basically the answer is just Bricklink. Moving on from them are my realistic phase 1s. As you can see, I didn't get many of these. I've only got 4 of the actual realistic ones, just the regular ones, and then I've got some special ones like the I believe that's the, if you would love to focus, there we go, the commander and the captain respectively, as well as 2 sergeants. I bought a new sergeant because, as you can see, this one is quite badly yellowed on one side, so I do have a nice clean looking one here. In front of them is a just one official Rancor ARC Trooper, or Commander, or Hammer. Sorry for that wonderful voice crack. Hammer is his name. So that's Hammer. Again, he will most likely be used on Camino, so be excited to see him once again. And then all we've got left is my custom figures. I know not a lot of people like custom Lego, and there's some of these figures that I don't really like, particularly the ones I bought first. But we'll go through them all and see where we go from there. Working from the back corner, we have another Commando Grey. This one is 360 degree printed on all sides on his torso and legs, although his helmet is just the official one once again. I do like his look, but I think I'm probably going to end up turning him into like some other kind of trooper with his helmet, because I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with him quite yet. Next to him is a 41st AT ST driver. That's just the helmet that I got, and on top of a normal 41st body. In front of those is probably my least favourite trooper, my awful looking Commander Bly. Basically, I just bought the Clone Army Customs helmet off of eBay and then tried to piece together an armour out of him, which looked really bad, so I'm probably going to get a new Bly in the future at some point. Next to him is probably one of my better custom figures, my Commander Doom. I would like his visor changed, but besides that I'm pretty happy with how he's turned out. In front of them is probably one of my newest entries, my Coruscant Guard. A video on how I got these will be coming relatively soon in a new haul video, although I'm showing you to them now because they might as well be part of my clone army while I have them. So I've got two regular Coruscant Guard clones, phase 2 Coruscant Guard clones. Then I've got one shock tech here. He looks cool with his like slightly more red around the bottom of his helmet, as well as that macro visor. I believe that's what that's called. I can't remember. Or is it macro binoculars? I never know what the difference is between those. Besides those is a phase 1 Hound, which is one of the reasons I need to make that video. In front of them is my other two clones. Here is my Thorn. I do need to get a new set of legs for him and probably some arms as well before I'm totally happy with him. And his helmet is visor does slip too low in his face. And besides him is my phase 2 Fox. So he looks cool as well. In front of those are my last two printed figures. Those being my two commandos, one being Blackout, seen recently in one of my mocks. I believe it was like my Separatist Generator mock. I never really remember the titles of my mocks after I build them. And then besides him is Commander Gregor, which will also be part of this haul, which is a figure I'm really happy with. I love this guy, he's awesome. And all I've got left are my decaled figures. I think in general I do prefer the look of decaled clones over the printed ones, although printed tends to be cheaper. Some of these guys just look super awesome. My first decal clone is this guy, my decaled wolf, seen in one of my very earliest and very worst mocks. But I would like to use this guy again. Unfortunately, I did buy him from eBay and he has a little bit of wear to his feet and to his legs, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm pretty sure I got this guy for like a super steal at like £6 or something. So I'm not too fussed about that because he looks awesome anyway. And then in front of them are my three ARC Troopers, which have already had their dedicated video. Those being Colt, Blitz, and Havoc. Yeah, these guys are super awesome, and the reason I decided to make Camino just to show these guys off in their full potential. So all these three will definitely be seen in Camino. And with those, that is this year's Clone Army. Let's get to that outro. So, that's that. I hope you enjoyed looking through all of my various clones of some great, some awful, some bad. I know I don't have the largest clone army on the internet, but I'm just one guy with relatively low funds. So I think to amass this amount over time is pretty good. In total here, you're looking at around 124 clones, which is so close to being like a nice round number, 125, but you know, what can you do? Hopefully, my goal would be by next year to maybe, I wouldn't want to get less than 150, I want to get more than 150 by next year. A wonderful goal would be to break 200 by next year, but that would not do great for my funds. I'll definitely be picking up more of these 501st battle packs in time, as they get cheaper, as well as I know that I've got 2 more custom decal clones coming, so also for Camino, so those will also definitely be seen in the next army. And who knows what else will come up, but I will definitely show it to you on this channel, so make sure you subscribe to see it. How's that for a little segue? Anyway, if you like this army, like the video, to see. I don't know if you'd want to see more armies like this. I guess this is the most important one. I do want to make this a yearly like thing at the end of the year. I show off what clones I have, and then as each year goes on, I can show you like the specific ones that are new. But this is where we sit currently. I'm relatively happy with how this has all turned out, and hopefully I'll see you next year. Comment what your favorite clone is in this whole army. Mine's probably gonna have to go to that decaled Blitz. I love him so much. He's so cool. Sorry about that. And again, subscribe for more mocks and whatnot, because all these clones have to go somewhere at the end of the day, because stuff is definitely on the way, including that Camino mock, which I mentioned about 7 times. Anyway, thank you guys so much. The support we've had on the channel recently has been so crazy. Have a Merry Christmas, I guess, and a Happy New Year. I should be releasing a very fun video on Christmas Day, hoping everything goes well and I can edit it in time, because I still haven't filmed it yet and it's coming up relatively soon. But once again, I'm rambling on now, so thank you very much for watching, and bye.